Hello there. Hello there. How is everyone? Happy Tuesday. Mike Grabham here again today, talking about how to make your ideas happen. Again, my name is Mike Grabham. I am the guy who has started several companies, sold a couple, failed miserably, done all the things that you do, raised lots of money, lost money, done all the things that entrepreneurs do. I'm here to share some of the experiences I've had and hopefully save you some headaches along the way. So today we're going to talk about three things that really business boils down to, whether it's a brand new startup or whether it's an existing business. As you may or may not know, I make a living in helping people, basically create ideas and validate ideas, etc. So I get a lot of, I have a lot of time with entrepreneurs, both, existing entrepreneurs that have started something and growing something, and entrepreneurs that are working on something for the first time. So I get a lot of different angles of what's happening, but really everything boils down to these three things. And I'm going to share those three things with you today. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're out there. Let me know where you're from. I'm going to need a lot of feedback today. So please be ready to throw some things in the comments, because I need to get some answers today from everybody. So please do that. I'd greatly appreciate it on the live stream today. And also I wanted to talk to you, share a few things about, because I've had some questions about like why certain things are like here in my background. So what's really interesting is everything that's in the background of this picture is something that I really care about. So let's just start. We'll start to here. This little smiley face. This is actually a piñata. You can hear the little things in it, right? But it represents, happiness, and it's actually something that I strive to be. Is a pretty optimistic dude. As many people know me, I'm a pretty optimistic guy. So I really try to push that forward on, help others be optimistic as well. So that's something that just reminds me of that, and it keeps me thinking. We used to have it in a condo in Walla Walla, where we have a place, and people used to think it was weird. It's kind of weird anyway, but I enjoy it, so it's kind of cool. And then that second thing is up top above my head is this little Steeler football, right? This little Steeler football is awesome because I'm a big Steelers fan, and I've been a Steelers fan my entire life. Yes, I live in Seattle, but I am a Steelers fan. I've been lucky enough. I went to one of the games, one of the Super Bowl games. They played Dallas when I lived down in Phoenix. I've been to Pittsburgh to see a couple games there. So yeah, I'm a big Steelers fan. I got a helmet over there. I'll bring one of those out someday. But yeah, I'm a big Steelers fan. And then also, in this picture up here, this is the picture of Naismith, who actually created basketball. Right, he's the one that started the game of basketball. It's a peach basket. I think that's his wife. But yeah, so this is Dr. Naismith. He actually started the game of basketball, and basketball's always been a big part of my life. I played in high school, played in college, and I still play today. Once a week or so. I still really love the game. It's quite fun. I just love, it's a great way to meet people on a different platform. You get to meet some really interesting people, and you get to kind of really know who they are at a different level. They act differently. If they're like kind of weird and outgoing and odd and obnoxious on the basketball court, they're probably the same in real life. So I love people playing basketball. So all these things have some meaning. And then last but not least is over here we have, this is the grape variety table. It's kind of like the periodic table for wines. All these are grape varietals, right? Here's the whites, here's the reds. So it talks a little bit about all of them. So I'm a big wine fan. My wife is studying to be a sommelier. So we're big wine fans in this house. We do a lot of wine tasting. And so all these things, they actually have meaning to me. Most people don't realize that. But they're actually put up there for a reason, because they all have definitely some intrinsic meaning to me. So I just want to give you that for you, because I've had lots of questions about different parts of that. So I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, that's who I am. I'm an optimistic guy, likes to play basketball, likes to wine taste, I'm a happy dude. So that's me. And, I've had all the ups and downs of an entrepreneur, and that's why I'm here sharing that with you today. And every week, actually, twice a week, probably going to go to three times a week. I'm going to try and experiment next week with inviting literally a random person up with me on the show. So I'm going to put the link up there. I'm going to have somebody click on it, and they're just going to come and be a part of the show. So look for that next week. So I need some comments from everyone. Let me know how you're doing, where you're from. I do a lot of outreach on LinkedIn, talking to people in other cities outside of Seattle. So let me know like where you're from. I'd like to hear that, number one. But two, question of the day. Let me put the question of the day up. So question of the day is, what would you rather have more of? Time, money, or customers? So what I've learned over the years, and really deeply learned this over the last 2 years, is everything really boils down to three things: time, money, and customers. Now I'm talking about being a business owner, starting a business or running a business. Everything really boils down to those three things. There's really nothing else that matters in your business. It's either time, money, or customers. So those are the three things. Those are the three tenets of your business. So I'm going to talk to you about what can we do to improve your life or your business based on those three things, because really that's really all you really have. Those are your levers you can pull: time, money, or customers, right? That's how you can change your business with those three things. So first and foremost is time. Time. What the heck? We only have 24 hours in a day. Only have 24 hours in a day. And the difference between you or me or the guy next door really is, the big difference is how we use those 24 hours in a day, because we're actually pretty similar. We're pretty alike, but how we use our 24 hours is really what makes us different. So time, how important is time? Well, it's super important. So what can we do with time to make our business better, faster, stronger? So I got 3 notes here. We can create processes that make us more time. So let's say you're an individual solo entrepreneur, then you can start to outsource some of the things that is not has to be done by you. That's one way. So create processes and systems that allow you to pull you away from that and focus on the other things that are more strategic or make you more money. That's one way to affect time in your business. A second way is create some processes and systems and improve those processes and systems so someone else can do more of something else. So, and that may be your own for yourself, to improve the system or process for yourself so you can actually do more. So look at the systems and processes you're using for both you and the people around you to help improve those, and that will give you more time, right? Fixing those and making those more efficient will give you more time. I will almost guarantee you, taking something you're doing on a daily, weekly basis and giving that to someone else is probably the biggest time saver for most people, because there's things that you're doing that you probably don't have to do. Maybe you can't afford it, but you probably can't not afford it to give it to someone else. So that's where outsourcing really helps, and or finding a part-time person, and or lots of alternatives to outsource a piece of what you're doing. One more thing is, here's a thing that I've learned it's somewhat counterintuitive, but super important. Fire a customer that takes too much of your time. That's how you create some more time for yourself. Get rid of the customer or customers that is taking all of your time and only giving you back so much money. Now that is a really important thing, and it's not exactly known by many people. It just doesn't come to mind to do that, but you can absolutely fire one of your customers because they're just sucking the time out of you, or maybe they're just sucking the energy out of it because they're not fun to work with, or they're not enjoyable to work with, or they're just really a pain in the butt to work with, right? So sometimes it is better to fire that entity or that company or that person and just replace them with something else that's actually much more efficient, maybe doesn't suck the life out of you. So firing a customer is definitely one of the 3 things. So 3 things to make more time for yourself is: 1, create more efficiencies for yourself. That means outsource something that you're currently doing. 2, create more efficiencies for something that's already being done by someone else and allow them to do more work. And 3, fire the customer or customers that is taking all of your time. So those are the 3 ways to make more time for yourself. So again, question for the day is, what would you want more of? Time, money, or customers? So that's what I want to know today. Please put that in the comments. Give me your feedback. I gotta have your feedback. So give me your feedback. So let me know if it's time, money, or customers. Let me know what that is. One thing I forgot to tell you, some of you really, the people are really kind of watching things closely might realize this. I'm actually wearing a Jack in the Box shirt. So this shirt, I found it at some secondhand store somewhere. This is where the name tag goes, right? It goes in there, a little button, right? So Jack in the Box, right? Has the Jack in the Box brand, right? So I just love this shirt. I think it's so cool. But yeah, so it's an actual Jack in the Box shirt. I've never worked at Jack in the Box. I have never eaten at Jack in the Box, but I love the shirt. So give me a thumbs up if you like my Jack in the Box shirt. You'll see I wear it pretty rarely, but I just thought I'd throw it on today because I'm talking a little bit more about the stuff that I do and who I am. So yeah, I'm wearing a Jack in the Box shirt today. So let me know if you like that or not. Let me check 1 second on comments to make sure I'm not missing anything. But yeah, so please do comments. I need your feedback today, guys. Gotta have feedback today. So let me know. Thumbs up first. Give me a thumbs up or whatever, a like, clap, all the things you can do. But also let me know whether if I could give you one thing in your business, would it be time, money, or more customers? Which one of those things would you want more of? You only get to choose one, but let me know what that is in the comments. Okay, so number 2, we've already gone through time. We're going to go through money. So let's just say you want more money. Now, how can we create more money? Well, there's 3 things I believe that are, again, these are just basics. Everything boils down to these 3 things with money. Everything that you're doing right now fits in these 3 buckets. 1, you can always go raise money. Now, it's not hard. It's very hard. It's not easy. In some parts of the country, it's actually harder. So yeah, it may not work for you wherever you're at, or what you're doing in your business, or the type of business you have. So that may not be an option. But raising money, raising equity is an option, right? Go out and raise money, raise some equity, sell a piece of your company. You can do that for private equity, VCs. There's lots of ways to do that. And it's actually a fairly small percentage of businesses that have the ability to raise money from a VC or from a private equity or a family office or even an angel investor. It's a very small piece of the market. Most companies have to either, if they need to raise money, it's through like an SBA loan or, basically friends and family. They're doing it through friends and family. So that is one way. Raise money through equity. The second thing is raise money through debt. Borrow money. So you can borrow money like I said, through an SBA loan. You can kind of borrow money through what they call revenue financing, where you're basically borrowing on the revenue you're creating. There's many companies that do that today. There's one company here, a local company called Lighter Capital, that if you're a SaaS company, that you can borrow money. You're basically borrowing it, but you get an investment from Lighter Capital into your company based on revenue that you've been doing over, say, the last 12 months, last 24 months. So there you have to have some history. You definitely have to have some, solid, like at least 6 months. I'm thinking a minimum, maybe 6, maybe minimum 12 months, depending on the company. There's another company in Canada that's doing the same thing. It's called Clear Bank, and that's Clear with BANC. Clear Bank, and they do again a similar thing, similar model of basically revenue financing your receivables. Although they talk about financing your marketing, which is really kind of interesting, but it's based on the same thing. It's based on revenue that you generate. And there's even a credit card that does the same thing. They give you a credit card based on money that's in your bank or money that you've raised. So lots of ways to do raising debt. So that's one way. Second thing, raising debt. Third is become more profitable. Hey, holy cow, what about that? Yeah, exactly. So become more profitable. How do we become more profitable in your company? And again, that's opening up definitely a can of worms, because there's lots of ways to become more profitable. But if you're trying to get more money, there's only 3 ways. You raise money through equity, you raise money through debt, or you make yourself more profitable. You make your company more profitable. So those are your three choices. Now, none of them are easy, actually. Debt is probably the easiest one to do. It's probably the easiest to get some kind of debt. Again, as long as it's not, millions of dollars, but if it's thousands, hundreds of thousands, it's not so difficult to do debt financing versus equity and or any other kind of raising money. So yeah, so those are your three things. Again, that's money. So everything boils down to three things, guys: time, money, and customers. And if you want more of one of those three things, there's three ways to do each one of those three things. So I finished time, I finished money. Now the third thing is customers. How do we, okay, if we want more customers, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I want more time, I want more money, or I want more customers. You only get to choose one. Which one would you want? And everyone has a preference, right? I have a preference. I'm not going to tell you, but I have definitely a preference of which one I would choose if I was running a business. So last but not least, customers. How do we get more customers? Everybody wants more customers, right? We all want more customers. So, okay, so there's three things how can we increase customers? One is, well, we just want more of them, right? So how do we do that? So if a customer, let's just say you have 1,000 customers, right? And you figured out how to acquire those customers, and maybe you're adding, 20 a month or whatever the number is, right? You have a process. You started adding customers. Well, how do we improve that process? Because really, that's what we need to do, is to get more customers. How do we improve that process? So we need to make that process more efficient. So how do we do that? We want to lower costs, right? You want to increase the outreach. How do we do those things to add more customers? It's going to be around three things. It's going to be around marketing, right? It's going to be around sales, right? They're going to be around those things. How do we increase that and to increase our number of customers? So that's one thing, right? Well, we can also, how do we treat our current customers? What are we doing with our current customers? Well, that's hopefully we're doing a good job of support, but that is a way to increase our customers, is treating our current customers better or more efficiently, or having the ability to have more conversations with them. And I want more conversations with them for one reason, because I want to learn from them what else they would buy from me. Yes, that's the third thing. What product can we create that we can sell to our existing customers? Because if we can create a new product and sell it to our existing customers, our cost to acquire those customers is dramatically reduced, because they're already a customer. We've already acquired them. They already trust us as a brand, right? So to sell them another product is super efficient. So that's how we get more customers, or more dollars per customer, which is, again, part of the customer, right? So how do we do that? Well, we can introduce a new product that fits into what they want, right? And just give that to them, right? I'm not saying give it to them. I'm saying deliver it to them through our current channels, right? So how easy is that? I already have them a customer, so I just deliver them a new product. Man, my customer acquisition cost is almost zero. It's almost zero in those instances. So those are the three things. If we want more customers, we just get more of them by being more efficient with marketing and sales outreach. How do we do that, right? That's a big can of worms on those things, and I'll talk about that in a different video. And then there's, of course, how do we treat our current customers? Can we treat them better? Can we fire a customer it's not good for our business? That's part of the same thing, right? Part of the exact same thing is being smart on who my customer is. And last but not least is introducing a new product to my current customers. That's a great way to grow my customer base and grow my value per customer, which is really what we want to do. So today we went through three things that every business ever existed has three main components. It takes time, it takes money, and it has customers. So how do we improve those things is what we talked about today. And please, in the comments, let me know which one you think is important. Which one do you guys think is the one that you want you think will help your business the most? I really want to know that. So please leave that in the comments. Which one do you think will give you the most bang for your buck? Is it time, money, or customers? Which one of the three things? So that's it for today. I will be back on Thursday. We're going to have a special guest, and we're going to be talking about trademarks and IP. I'm going to take a deep dive into that, into doing some trademarks and IP stuff. So that will be something we can really really learn a lot about those things. So I'm going to start doing a session each week where we kind of take a deep dive into one topic and really provide a lot of feedback for the audience, so they, you actually walk away with it like, okay, now I know how to do X. Now I know how to do search for a trademark. Now I knew what to look for in a trademark, etc. So yeah, so that's the end for today. Again, my name is Mike Grabham. I'm here helping people out, helping them run their business more efficiently, and hopefully having a little bit more fun along the way. And that's it. From sunny Seattle, I will see you next Thursday, which is 48 hours from now. So take care. And you know what I say? Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.